Invasive alien species, a global threat to biodiversity and beyond. Our world is increasingly interconnected, but this connectivity comes at a cost. The introduction of invasive alien species or IAS. These are organisms, whether plants, animals, or other life forms, that find their way into new environments, intentionally or accidentally, causing havoc outside their natural habitats. The consequences of IAS are profound, affecting biodiversity, economies, food security, and even human health. Here, we explore the alarming rise of IAS and their far-reaching impacts. Due to globalization, more species are being transported across the globe than ever before. A study found that over a third of all introductions in the past 2 centuries occurred after 1970. This uptick in IAS introductions is a direct result of increased global trade, travel, and transportation. IAS are a top driver of biodiversity loss. They are the second most common cause of species extinctions, with devastating consequences. The brown tree snake's introduction to Guam in the 1940s, for example, led to the extinction of 10 bird species. IAS also pose a significant threat to natural World Heritage sites, affecting nearly 1/3 of these globally important areas. Beyond biodiversity, IAS have dire consequences for society. They jeopardize economic activities, livelihoods, food security, and human well-being. Shockingly, they undermine progress towards 10 of the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals. The financial toll is substantial. The direct impacts of IAS management cost the global economy billions of dollars each year. The European Union faces costs of at least $12.5 billion annually, while Australia grapples with at least $13.6 billion in expenses. Consider the water hyacinth. Originally from South America, it was introduced globally for decorative purposes and as animal feed. This seemingly innocuous plant rapidly invades waterways, forming dense mats. In Africa's Lake Victoria, it covered 12,000 hectares, disrupting shipping, halting fishing activities, and impacting 40 million people. Agriculture and fisheries bear the brunt of IAS. The fall armyworm, introduced to sub-Saharan Africa in 2016, has caused maize farm yield losses exceeding 40% in some areas. The mesquite shrub, intended to combat desertification, became invasive, hindering livestock rearing in Ethiopia. IAS can directly harm human health through bites, stings, and injuries. They can also indirectly transmit diseases or provide habitats for disease-spreading organisms. The Asian tiger mosquito, for instance, a vector of diseases like dengue fever, spread globally and caused outbreaks infecting over 272,000 people. Climate change can worsen the IAS problem. Events like floods can transport invasive species to new areas. Additionally, IAS can reduce the resilience of ecosystems to climate change, especially those becoming warmer and drier. Introduced grasses and trees can alter fire patterns, increasing the risk to habitats and human lives. The most cost-effective approach to tackle IAS is prevention. This means robust biosecurity measures, early warning systems, and rapid eradication capacity to manage key pathways of introduction. A cross-sectoral approach is essential, involving government departments, private sector entities, and civil society. In the battle against IAS, understanding their impacts and taking swift, coordinated action is our best defense.